is something I want us to talk about. Like, I know in Africa, let me say Cameroon in particular, when something like this happens, God forbid you are strong, you're healthy, you're at this point and we're talking about this and you're already on treatment.
Yeah.
In Africa, they will look for somebody to say, oh, this person, it's witchcraft, somebody is eating you, they're sacrificing you somewhere. The main purpose of us to do this is to create cancer awareness because it's killing people in Africa. In Cameroon, how many
Yeah.
people have died recently in Cameroon because of cancer?
Yeah,
That is
a lot.
something that was rare, but now it's everywhere. It can happen
Yeah.
to a black person, Asian, any
Yeah,
white.
yeah, yeah.
It doesn't matter who.
Yeah,
So
cancer is all over the world.
it's all over the world. So at this point, I knew that if something happened to you, if something had happened to you, they'll say, "Oh, Sibyl, she sold her brother to the Arabs here and stuff like that," because that is obviously what they'll say. Or they'll
Well,
look to put it on that head stuff
it's,
like that.
It's not strange, and I think
I know it's not.
it's that's because we are not very open-minded, and back home we are not really exposed to these things, and we have that culture of always having
blaming.
to bring up gossips when someone dies, even if the person dies from natural cause. We will always want reasons to bring up the gossips. For me, I always like to look past that because it's very nasty when someone dies. Just let the person rest in peace rather than bring up all those funny stories, because the family is actually going through a great deal of pain. So people have to know that these things happen. For instance, just the polycythemia I was suffering from was
That
enough to take it's enough to take someone's life in a very drastic manner, because any blood clot in the vital organs like the heart, the brain, it will lead to someone passing away. So these things do exist.
Happen.
And unless you know about this, so most people die in Africa, which are just health complications that would have been dealt with, or health complications, because this thing, it not only happens in Africa. We have people dying abruptly all over the world, and so we just have to open our minds, and instead of clinging onto myths, we try to look into certain health situations that are life threatening. And this is also, it's also a wake-up call for our government to do something about the health facilities back home, because in most countries, you see their governments have put in place health structures that can, for instance, most Indians that get sick here, they go back home to receive treatment. Because the health scheme there is very good, but back home it's not the case.
And there is one thing for sure, that if you were in Cameroon, you could have had a chemotherapy instead of a gene therapy, because they wouldn't have had that facilities to say, oh, we need to do a gene therapy because this is not normal.
Well, it's not. I am not very certain, because the gene therapy was not done in Dubai; it was done in Germany. So
but they
it's
went
something
extra
that,
miles.
yes, they
That's
went
what
extra
I'm saying.
miles. That's definite. So you're very right. Maybe they would not have gone that extra mile. But again, it's a wake-up call. Our health facilities back home really need upgrades. They really need a lot of upgrades, and the government needs to do more than what they are actually doing, because they may be trying to put up certain things in place. They may be actually trying a lot, but it's not good enough. I can tell you, they really need to sit up. They need to wake up. It's absolutely necessary. It's good when you go to the hospital in Dubai and you are confident, and you really have that comfort in you. You're confident that it's up to standard, and they are actually going to get a solution to your problem. But back home, you
You're
don't
not
have
sure.
that confidence. Yes, you don't have that confidence that they have what it takes to assist you when you have health issues. So it's a wake-up call for them to actually do more than what they are doing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And